All right, let's talk about something that can feel like a real panic moment for any business owner in Florida, finding out your LLC has been administratively dissolved. It sounds scary, right? Well, don't worry. Today, we're going to walk through the complete step-by-step guide to fix it and get your business back on track.
This video contains affiliate links. I have a relationship with the brands in this video and earn a referral fee when you shop through the links in the description below. Before we dive into the exact steps, let's talk about business survival. You absolutely cannot operate legally in Colorado if your LLC has fallen out of good standing. Most owners accidentally miss their periodic report deadline, and that's exactly why the state marks them as delinquent, completely stripping away their personal liability protection and risking their bank accounts. Your business must be officially restored. That's where Busy comes in. Busy is the absolute best service out there for Colorado LLC reinstatements. Instead of fighting with complex state paperwork, Busy handles the entire rescue process for you. They audit your entity's status, prepare the required filings to clear your delinquency, navigate the red tape, and get you back into active good standing fast. This is non-negotiable if you want to keep your doors open and your personal wealth protected. Use my link in the description below to get your Colorado LLC reinstated right through Busy today and unlock exclusive discounts and perks. Get your compliance handled first.
Okay, first things first. Let's get on the same page about what reinstatement and administrative dissolution actually mean. You got to know what the problem is before you can solve it, right? So let's be super clear here. Administrative dissolution is not you deciding to close up shop. Nope. This is the state of Florida stepping in and saying, hey, you didn't file your annual report or pay your fees, so we're putting your LLC on pause. It's an involuntary suspension of your right to do business. And this is the fix. Reinstatement is basically the official undo button. It's the process the state has created to let you get your LLC out of that paused status and back to being active so you can legally operate again. Okay, this right here is a really big deal. This quote from the Florida statutes is basically legal magic. That phrase, relates back, means that once you reinstate, the law pretends the dissolution never even happened. It's like a time machine for your LLC's legal status. So any contracts you signed or business you did while you were dissolved, they become valid again. It's a huge safety net. All right, enough with the legal definitions. Let's get down to business, literally. Here is your step-by-step action plan for getting this done. And the good news? It's all handled online through Sunbiz. Now, before you even think about clicking a single link, do yourself a huge favor and gather all this stuff first. It'll make the whole thing go so much faster. And if you're looking at that document number and thinking, what on earth is that? Don't sweat it. You can just look up your LLC's name on the Sunbiz website and it'll be right there. So the process is pretty simple. You're going to head over to the Sunbiz website, find the e-filing section, and choose File Reinstatement. You'll plug in that document number we just talked about, and boom, it'll pull up all your old company info. Just look it over, make any updates you need, sign it electronically, and pay the fees. That's pretty much it. Now, this is a really important heads up. While you're in there, you can update a ton of stuff. Your addresses, who the managers are, your registered agent. It's a perfect time for a little spring cleaning. But the one thing you absolutely positively cannot change on this form is the legal name of your LLC. To do that, you have to file a whole separate amendment, and you have to do it by mail. So don't even try to change the name here. Okay, let's talk about why you can't just ignore this. The consequences of having an inactive LLC are, well, they're pretty serious. This is not just some small piece of paperwork. Just look at this list. This is why this is a major problem. Your LLC technically stops existing. That means the number one reason you probably got an LLC in the first place, that liability protection, it's gone. Poof. Your personal assets could be on the line, your bank could freeze your account, your reputation takes a hit, and you can't even sue someone or defend yourself in court. It really paralyzes your entire business. All right, let's talk money. How much is this going to cost you to fix? We're going to break down every single fee, and then I'm going to show you a little strategy, a hack, if you will, that could potentially save you a nice chunk of change. First, you've got the reinstatement fee itself. It's a flat $100. This is what you pay the state just to get the process started. Next up, you have to pay for the annual reports you missed. The state isn't just going to let that slide. So for each year you were dissolved, you owe them that $138.75 fee. If you've been dissolved for a few years, yeah, this part can add up. And then there's this monster, the $400 late fee. This is the big penalty Florida slaps on you if you file your annual report after May 1st. Ouch. And remember this number because it's the key to the strategy we're about to discuss. Okay, so let's do some simple math. In the most common scenario where you missed just one annual report, your minimum cost is going to be $238.75. That's the $100 reinstatement fee plus that $138.75 annual report fee. Okay, now for that hack I mentioned. Check this out. If you miss the May 1st deadline, your first instinct is probably to rush and file, right? But if you do that, you'll pay the annual report fee plus that crazy $400 late fee for a total of over $500. But what if you just wait? The state will dissolve you in late September. Then you can simply reinstate for the base cost of $238.75. You completely sidestep the $400 late fee. That's a $300 savings right there. Pretty wild, huh? Sounds like a no-brainer, right? Save $300 just by waiting a few months. But, and this is a huge but, there's a catch. There's a very real risk you need to understand before you try this. And here it is. This is the big one. The state only holds your LLC's name for you for 1 year after dissolution. 1 year. After that day passes, your business name goes back into the public pool, and anyone can grab it. So if you wait too long, you could log on to reinstate and find out that some other company has already taken your name. And just like that, you'd be forced to completely rebrand. All right, let's pull all of this together. Here's your final checklist. The key takeaways you need to remember to get this done and protect your LLC's future. So here's your game plan. Number 1, do this online. The Sunbiz portal is the fastest way. Number 2, you have to weigh that cost versus risk. Is saving $300 worth the danger of being dissolved for a few months? That's your call. Number 3, your name is your brand. Protect it. If you've been dissolved for close to a year, check that name availability first. And finally, once you're back in action, update all your info and spend the extra $5 on a certificate of status. It's the official proof you can show to your bank or anyone else that you're in good standing again. So we'll leave you with this question to think about. Getting reinstated is great. It fixes the problem you have today. But the real question is, what's your plan for tomorrow? How are you going to make sure this never, ever happens again? Because protecting the business you've worked so hard to build, well, that's the most important thing.